Okay, did you know that yesterday it was something called National Quitters Day? That's actually a thing. That's a thing I didn't know about until my girlfriend Becky just told me about on our dog walk right now. Now, she's left me because she's taking a dog home because the dog's lazy. And I'm just doing another lap because I'm creating some content. And I was like, ooh, I'm going to do a video on that. You see, we're doing dry January. We did it last year. This is not to impress you or anything like that. Just telling you a story. That actually led us into doing dry until May last year and really doubling down on our training, which served us in really, really good stead last year. And I was just saying to her, like, you know, we're going to chill tonight, bit of Netflix, some nice food. And I was saying, I'm not even tempted for a beer because I know we did it last year. And I said, I wonder how many people have said they're not going to have sugar, they're not going to do this, they're not going to have alcohol, and they're already having a drink because they're finding it too hard. And that's when she said, oh yeah, it's National Quitters Weekend or something like that. I was like, that's a thing. She's like, yeah. So what's this video about? Well, I always say this, it's really easy during December when you're full of cheese, full of pork, full of everything, to sit there with a fire on, you know, fucking watching repeats of Chitty Chitty Bang Bang with a blanket going, oh yeah, new year, new me, romanticizing about it. And listen, I'm not against getting yourself healthier, but having been in this industry for almost 2 decades now, here's what I see. People will set the most harebrained, restrictive, unrealistic goals when they're in those places that they feel the worst about themselves. And I know I've been there, I've done that, I've got the t-shirt. You know, you've got to remember, I was a fat, overweight runner that was wearing bin liners because I thought it'd make me sweat more and ultimately lose more weight. I was spending more on bin liners in my 20s than I was to put the fucking rubbish out, right? That's what led me into the industry. I've battled, mate. I have battled. A lot of personal trainers that haven't battled, I've battled my way. I still fight the good fight every day. And I'm a couple of kilos up after Christmas right now. But here's the thing. My mindset is different now. This is what I try and get across to you guys, okay? I've been that guy that sat there in December, sweating port and Stilton going, I'm going to do a 10K run every day in January. Like, and then after 3 days, just hating life and back in the fucking salt and vinegar disco sandwiches because it's just unrealistic. Like, what am I doing? It's unrealistic. And I've been there, and I know you've done that. I've had clients that have been 130 kilos and said to me, in January, I'm going to do 100 push-ups a day for cancer research. Now, like, yeah, I mean, wonderful gesture, but you probably didn't do 100 push-ups last year. How are you going to do 100 push-ups a day? I know some of the fittest personal trainers, they ain't going to do 100 push-ups a day. Why would you do that? Unless you wanted to fuck up your shoulders and like not let your chest and triceps grow because you're never giving them a break. It's harebrained, it's ridiculous. Now, I'm not saying giving up alcohol is ridiculous. I'm not saying giving up sugar is ridiculous. But I know there'll be people watching this now that have said, I'm not going to have this, I'm not going to have this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. Do you know how many people have reached out to me in January going, Treg, set me up with 4 workouts, slash my calories down to 1,200? Men, no. I look at my app and I go, you barely did 2 workouts a week last year. And as for giving you 1,200 calories, like, or 1,500 calories, I wouldn't even have most women on that. Like, what you're like, it's not sustainable. But I get it because I've been there. Sat there disgusted in myself going, the only way to get over this is to do an extreme. And, you know, even in the industry, I battled with that, with extremes. That's what led me to CBT. That's what led me to really work on my self-development, because we need to get to the root cause of why we have these behaviors, because it's our behaviors that are controlling us. Like I always say, it's the people that have abused themselves so much that then go, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. Extremes. And then, probably this weekend, they've already quit. And now because they've quit, again, it's just reinforced that story that they can't commit to anything. They feel like a failure. They gained a shitload of weight in November, December, telling themselves it's all right because in January there's this whole new year and I'm going to do this, going to do that. And then it's fucking hard. It's really hard. So what am I getting at? It's like, I'm getting at is my arms aching from holding that phone for so long. What I'm getting at is stop putting unrealistic demands on yourself. Why does it all have to be done in Jan? Like, why are you saying you're going to do 4 workouts a week when you only went once a week last year? Like, Why are you saying that, you know, you're going to cut out all sugar? Why can't you just have a little bit? I get it. It's not as easy as that, right? You know, I've even said to clients this year, they go, oh, should I be doing like the same amount of steps, 15,000 like you? And I'm like, no, you were doing 3,000 a day when I met you. Should we double that? Let's do 6. Oh yeah, but listen to fucking me, please. I do this for a living. Let's do 6. Let's see how you get on. Let's set the bar a little lower, give you some chance to breathe amongst all the chaos of going back to work, and see how you get on. And then when we have a discussion next week, we can maybe raise the bar or stick or twist, whatever it is. It doesn't have to be all or fuck all. And this is probably why that weekend or that day, which I didn't even know existed until about 20 minutes ago, exists. And it's called Quitter's Day. So let me ask you something. Did you set really crazy, in hindsight, unrealistic goals or put unrealistic demands on yourself for this year or this month? I mean, how's that going for you? And this is not being patronizing. I genuinely want to know how that is going for you. Okay? Because change is hard. And trying to do extreme change straight away is doomed for failure. Life's hard enough. What I'm saying to all of my clients right now is trajectory. Get back on the right trajectory with your steps, with your hydration, with your sleep. I know it's not sexy. I know it's not what you want to hear. I know you want to go and do 100 push-ups a day for fucking cancer research, but it ain't happening, fam. It's not going to happen, fam. And you're going to be in the same place in 2027, over fat, more miserable, and even saying, you know, in December this year, oh no, 2027, nothing changes when you set these unrealistic. I'm all about big goals. But I'm about big goals if you've laid the foundations, if you're actually moving towards that anyway. But the people that are setting the most crazy demands on themselves are the ones that have been so far gone, that there's just no way they're going to stick to anything. Perhaps even not for a couple of days. You know, there would have been people that had set New Year's resolutions, or I'm not going to do this, I'm not do that. And by the first or the second, by the end of the first or second, they're gone. It's not because they're bad people. It's just because they haven't even remotely put into any practice trying to attempt to do that in the months leading up to the new year. So guys, be easy on yourself. Trajectory. Okay, give yourself a low barrier entry to get back in with your habits. Like I said in an email last night, it doesn't have to be 15,000 steps a day if you were doing 3. It doesn't have to be 5 litres of water a day so that you're pissing all night if you were previously doing 1. It doesn't have to be 4 gym sessions a week. It doesn't have to be a 5k every day if the only thing you ran in 2026 was a bath. And it doesn't need to be 1,000 calories a day if you're eating 5,000 all December. You won't like it, but balance, moderation and trajectory is key. And if this video resonated and you'd like some help in 2026 with this, because no training program, no nutrition program will fix you until you sort this and you understand that this is a lifestyle and not how quickly can I lose the weight I gained in December, in January. Play the game, fam. Hope this helps.